So let's have a look at what they call grouping 2 and 2 together. So as you can see in the first one, I've underlined in blue 2a and 8a, because 2a is actually a common factor to both 2a and 8a. In the second one, I've underlined the c's because that's both common to those two. So this is the grouping the 2 and 2. So let's do that. Have a look. The first one, if I take 2a out, I get what 2a times what would give me 2ax, has to be an x. 2 times what gives me minus 8, has to be minus 4. I've got 4 lots of 2a, minus 4 lots of 2a is minus 8a, so I need a y in here as well. Had a big smudge of that, didn't I? Let's try that again. That looks better. So 2a times minus 4y gives me minus 8ay. Let's have a look at the second one. If I took out minus c as a common factor, I'd get x here, minus c times x gives me that. A negative times a negative gives me positive, so this one actually has to be a negative. And negative times, this has to be a 4, that would give me plus 4c, and so I would need a y in there. If you didn't see that and you put plus c here, this bracket would be the other way around and you'd have minus x plus 4y, and they wouldn't be common. So that's quite possible as well. So just need to make sure that you check the signs. Now it's just like the one that we did last lesson. What's the common factor? X minus 4y. So let's write that. And what's left over? 2a minus c. And that's it. So I should actually put an equal sign. And that's how you do those. The next one is uw plus vx plus xu plus vw. So there's lots of v's and u's and x's and w's, but there's definitely a w and an x. We just need to write it so that we've got all those together. So as you can see, I've got v with x and v with w, and v plus w with u, and v w plus x here in this one as well. I'll just rewrite that so it makes it a little bit more obvious. U w plus v w plus v x plus x u. Whoops, it's a u, not a v. Okay. Now, can you see that the common factor? Now I have to use red because that's the colour I used. There's the w's. So let me take out that as a common factor. U plus v, vu or uw, sorry, wu, uw, same thing. Wv, vw, same thing. What's left over? Let's have a look. X and x. So I've got plus x times v plus u. So here, x times v times x makes no difference, and v times u, or sorry, x times u is xu here. So now, what's the common factor? Yep, you guessed it, v plus u. V plus u. So let's write that. V plus u times, and what's left over? W plus x. So it's all about just trying to find common factors and rearranging it. So I've gone from an addition to a multiplication.